So here's where I've got my WiFiRanger mounted, and I've got a few other things connected hardware, but it's the GoAc Elite AC. The power supply is right beside it. And what I've done is I've got a channel that goes across to this bay here. Now, what do I do here? Well, when I'm at home base, I have a cable modem right there, and you can see it flashing away. And what I do is I get my internet from a cable modem, which is a really good download speed. Let me just stabilize that for you. And now, the next thing I do is when I'm traveling, that right there is an LTE hotspot. It has its own transmission too, and it's a ZTE model. And what I do with that is I put in my SIM card in that, and I get my 20 or 30 gig download. But what helps that is in this corner, I've mounted a WeBoost. And what I do if I'm out in some area where I don't have very good cell signal, I'll just turn that on. You can see where the lights just came on. And I have my antenna, which is sitting right down in there. And what it does is it helps the Wi-Fi hotspot to get a better signal, giving me 100%. And that is hardwired to the bottom of input 1, the yellow cable there on the WiFiRanger. Now, what makes WiFiRanger so great, and it's the best product in the marketplace, I've been using it for about 4 years now, and I've got the Elite AC outside, and I'll show you that. But right now, what it's doing is it's broadcasting 2.4 and 5.8 into the coach, and great service, great equipment, and they've done an amazing job on the software, which I'll go through the software and show you that. But right now, amazing products, highly recommend them, and we'll talk about their new Divergence, which is coming out very, very soon. It's now available on their website, but it's not shipping yet. But we'll talk more about that in our next segment. Here we are on the roof right now, and you can see the half-wave antenna mounted on a swivel base. You can see the WiFiRanger that I have on the roof, military-grade aluminum. Here we are now at the software, and I'm using my MacBook to show you the software. Now, I know a lot of the fellow RVers have done installs of the hardware, and I don't think I'm going to be showing you the install. There's a lot of great videos with the Winnies, the geeks, the RV geeks, our Canadian friends. There's many good videos out there, so you can look after the install part with them. And I showed you where I've got mine. But what really makes the WiFiRanger stand way above all the other ones is I've had a bit of experience now with the King Wi-Fi system, the WinGuard Wi-Fi system, and not to mention the fact that the Ranger is all military-grade aluminum and good quality, though everything that's on the outside of your coach is rock solid. It's military-grade aluminum, all great electronics, and it doesn't dissolve in the sun as most of the other products are made out of plastic. But again, too, it's not to say that plastic isn't a good or 100%, because it does last. And I was really impressed with the new line from WiFiRanger, which is called the Diversion, I believe I get that right. But anyway, I want to show you the software. The software is what makes them totally shine way above any other product in the marketplace. So first of all, you've got the main menu, and you can see with the main menu, it sees everybody who's out there. And these are all the Wi-Fi connections in the park the RV park that I'm at. And I'm using my Elite AC. You can see it right there. That's what I'm scanning with. Now, I can scan with the 2.4. I can do that, and I can just say scan, and you can see where it's scanning in process. And it's looking for all the Wi-Fi hotspots that the inside unit sees. All right, good. Now I want to scan for the 5.8. I can click on that. You see it goes into automatically scanning. And now it comes up with, of course, less and it'll come up in a minute here, you'll see it comes up with less access points. And why is that? I mean, it's still not as crazy as it was with the Elite AC because it doesn't go as far. But if you notice, everything down here is AC, meaning it's one of the latest, greatest technologies out there, and they're all in the upper channels, right? They're all locked to WEPA, so there's nothing open in that area, but it does not see the park system. It sees my camera and stuff that I'm recording on, but watch this. If I go to the Elite AC, do a scan, look at the difference. This is the difference where the outside WiFiRanger Elite goes out and finds all these different networks or SIDs. And you can see right here what I'm doing is I'm online because in this park I still have my cable modem connected, and because I have that equipment. But here's the other fabulous side of it. So this run on the next tab, you go in and you can actually set up your guest network, the radios that are going to be broadcasting. Are they full power? Are they half power, automatic? And the nice thing about it is when you go over to this corner and you go over the question mark, it comes up and explains to you what it is and how to use it. So again, that's the next part. And then here, what you can do is you set up the passwords for all of these different devices, I guess, that are broadcasting. So, and everywhere you've been, to whatever park you've been, it will automatically connect again. Let's go to setup. And again, I'm just going through this very, very quickly because it's quite in depth and to sit down with the software. And that's what I'm really, really impressed with, being a network specialist in my career. So again, we can set up what we want priority. Now I've got it set up for Ethernet 2 WAN because that is the input that I have on the WiFiRanger that is connected to my modem. Here is another fabulous little part. This part here is I can say multi-WAN. And what multi-WAN is, blend multiple internet connections together. This is where it really shines here above all the other products. I can click on those and I can say use Ethernet WAN 2. Now if this was a slow connection, I would then say, okay, share the network connection with my outside the Elite AC. So now you can do that by searching on that part, and then what you do is you take both of these connections and you multi-mode them. So in other words, they share the bandwidth across those two. And they have more. They have, you can use the 2.4, the 5.8, but this is where it's all set up. Very simple, easy to do. Another nice little tab is usage. This is great here because if you have many people in the coach using it, and you can see all my devices, there's quite a lot there, and it tells you the usage, the time you used it, and you can also set up rules and regulations here. For example, if you have somebody in your family using a lot of bandwidth and you're on a hotspot, you can actually then come here and say, okay, the activation for that hotspot is 15 gig, combined up and down any day. Stop the internet traffic on that device once that reaches 15 gig. So that protects you from getting any kind of other overcharges on your hotspot, and any way you do that. So again, fabulous little add-on there, and the software is just great. I'm going to go to advanced. I'm going to jump over Fusion. That's a little more complicated. The advanced, you should know what you're doing with all this, the name servers and all that stuff. It's a little more complicated, but there's no reason for anybody who just wants to use the software to go to there. Status. Sorry, status is another one. And this tells you, as you can see, all the different connections I have in my coach. There's a lot of them. These are all my devices in my coach, and this is why I'm such a fanatic about WiFiRanger, because if I was to go into an RV park and change or connect every one of these devices to their system, I'd be there for about an hour putting in all the passwords for everything. So what else are we doing? We can, the registration tab, that's just very simple at the end. It just shows your registration. But let me show you another super highlight of this. So right here, I can go over to this tab right here and say auto connect. And the nice thing about that is you don't have to do anything in the background other than setting up your setup and where what connects first, right? The first priority of connection. You can also then go back to here and say auto connect. And that's what makes it so beautiful. It goes through the whole process, finds the free open Wi-Fi, and connects you to it automatically. One other thing that I have not seen in any of the other manufacturers or their software, if we look way over here, there's right in the corner here, it's called Enable Safe Surf. What this does, and it's a little more complicated to see what it really does, but if you have a good high-speed connection, as we do here, you can enable Safe Surf. And what Safe Surf is a virtual private network. So in other words, if you're connected to a hotspot here in the park that somebody has spoofed the SID address or name, this actually takes you to a VPN that WiFiRanger, I guess, is in partnership with, and now no one can see your data if it's encrypted, right? So we're encrypting all the data through the WiFiRanger. Not only is it a great firewall, it also gives you a built-in VPS. So again, there is so much with the software that makes this product premium to any of the other products out there. They have spent the time and effort into putting all the software in. Now, you can make this as complicated as you like, or you can make it as simple as you like with Auto Connect. Now, right at the bottom here, I've got two WAN connections. As I showed you in my cupboard, I've got a few things connected to it. So I can connect this one here, the Connect Ethernet WAN 1. That goes through my hotspot. And see, I'm on Ethernet 2 right now, WAN 2 on the port 2, and right now it's connected. You can see it right here. It says using Ethernet 2. The disconnect Ethernet 2 is a part where you can disconnect that and use whatever other device you want, or whatever other access point you want to use. So I hope this gave you a little bit of insight why I'm such a fanatic about WiFiRanger and how great the products are great. I mean, even the new Divergent line is coming out, and I'm looking forward to playing and testing that when we can get stock of it. And but I'm sure that they've used the same software in the new product line. And being a network specialist in the past, software is really what makes everything work so great. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If it's not, it's been pretty quick that I've gone over everything, and I can appreciate that. But please give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell to know when all the new videos are uploaded. This is V from a Canadian RVer. Thanks for watching.